Hey guys, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So today we are going to make one of the wine caddies or glass holder. I don't really know what they're called, but that's what we're making. So my initial plan was I was going to do it in this burgundy, and I was going to put some of the red glitter in it. But then I found these beautiful pearls, and I don't know where I got them, but they're different sizes. So I picked the small and the next size up. There are two other sizes. There was 4 sizes in here. So I just randomly, some have, big, some have small. It's just a mix. So I ended up making 5 ounces because I don't know what this holds. And so now I'm contemplating, what do I, all right, that's on the other side. What do I do a thin layer of clear and then put a color underneath? Or do I just do it clear with some sparkle? That's what I don't know. So I picked out a wine stopper, and we're going to put some pearls in the top so it will match the bottom. Yeah, I'm still like at a loss of what to do for the color. I do have the ghost blue. And then I do have the other interference colors from Let's Resin. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure what. So we have the violet, we have a pink, we've got a green. Maybe we'll just put some silver interference. All right, let me just pour a little bit in a separate cup so that I can see what it's going to look like. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit in here, and then we'll just kind of okay, so that would definitely be an elegant color with the pearls without taking away from it. And I think the pearls would still show through this in the topper. Okay. Well, that was easier than I thought. Thought I was going to be trying 4 or 5 different colors here. All right. Let's I'll pour that back in here, and then we'll add some more. We'll put some pearls in the top. And that's with just like a little bit. I've still got to grab my light, guys. I keep forgetting every single day that I want to bring my light down here. When I'm done this video, I'm going upstairs and getting it because I am tired of not having the light. So yeah, I think that's going to be really pretty. All right, let's dump some pearls in here. Maybe we'll just put the pearls in this, because in this one I can use some of the big ones too. That might make it easier. Oops. Gosh, I got pearls running everywhere. So this might end up taking the whole rest of my package here. Ooh. All right, I think that will be good. So then let's dump, because I want to make sure the pearls are covered. So we're going to dump them in here. And there are a couple still in here, which is fine. All right, let's get this stirred up. And I did run this through the debubbler, so I'm trying to not incorporate too many bubbles. All right, let me bring this forward and we'll give that a good spray. And let's get these poured in. And, whoa. I didn't want to do that. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm making a freaking mess. What's new in the life of Michelle? All right. So I'm going to leave that like that. And then I'm just going to we'll just kind of add turn this so because I don't want the pearls, I want that to be a flat base. And we do have some bubbles coming out, so I'm gonna have to babysit this for a bit. I know that. All right, so we still have some more here. We'll maybe make another one. Okay, so let's put some of this in here. We'll start with this. Yeah, that's pretty. Look at that. I always forget about the interference powders. I mean, some of them, it just gives a hint of color, but this gives like a creamy white with a silvery sparkle to it. So, and I put the pearls in place, and then I will have to play around with them, you know, as we get this poured, and I hope they're going to stay where I put them. And now I'm thinking I maybe don't want to fill it. All right, let me get a pokey stick, and I want to make sure that all around here has resin behind it. So I'm just kind of lifting the little pearls up to make sure. But I want to make sure that we still can see them in there, because it's going to defeat the whole purpose of, you know, putting them around if we can't see them. So I don't know, I'm thinking we're going to leave this, and then we'll just come back and we'll pour like a clear layer on the top, because I don't know, you know, if we're going to see them through this. I can't really tell on the sides. Oh. But I think this is going to be so pretty. All right, I guess we're going to leave it. And that was, I'd say maybe 2 ounces. So yeah, we'll be having some extra somethings. Because I'm going to leave it. And then we'll coat it. Oh, I don't know. I mean, we can see them, but they are floating, so I'm afraid if I fill it all the way, then they're going to float, and, well, I guess that wouldn't be so bad, because then we could use this for the top, but then they might float out of space, you know, like out of where I want them. So I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to try to push my luck. So let's see. We did 2 yesterday. Where's the rest of my stoppers? Right here. So we'll put, because I don't know which shape is gonna like look better on there. So let's make another pearl one, and I guess we'll see. Might as well use the rest of them, because I ain't going to have much to do anything else with. Oh, and I forgot to spray with alcohol. Oh, let me do it now. So that one is not going to be like full of pearls, so it will give us an idea of what would have happened with these. Okay, and we'll leave that, and let's put a color in here to see if it changes at all. I don't know. So let's pop some of the blue. So it's giving it a very, very sparkly blue. I am going to add a little bit more. All right, that should be good. Because I don't want it to be see-through. I want it to be like totally different So you still can see the silver sparkles in there. So let's spray that one. Nope, we're going to try a different shade. We'll probably end up doing both of them, but we're going to try that shape. That's domed. Crap. Now I'm thinking of what could I add in there that might not show to finish filling it. All right, so I guess I will just have to so maybe what I will do on this one is when I fill that the rest of the wine caddy, I'm going to do it in clear, but I can do that silver iridescent in the bottom of that. That might work. And so it'll just have two tones. So I'm just trying to, if there's any blue on the side, I'm trying to get that off so that when we put the next color in, it will just be that next color. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this sit for probably a couple of hours, and then I'm going to come back and pour a clear layer. I will probably put some crushed crystal in the top layer just so that it has sparkle to it. And yeah, and then we'll let it completely cure and see what we get for a result, guys. I think this is going to be really elegant looking. So I do have to go to the store and get wine glasses because I don't have wine glasses. I don't drink wine. And as klutzy as I am, you can imagine what would happen to my wine glasses if I did have them. So I'm going to buy some cheap ones at the dollar store just for a demonstration purpose, and then I'll put them back in the box, put them on a shelf, and that way I won't break them, hopefully. All right, so I am going to watch these for a bit because I want to make sure that there's no bubbles like trying to come through, and I'm going to keep them popped down. And I can, if any of these need like a little bit of a dome, I can just dome it when I add this. So I'll probably only make 2 ounces. I think that's going to be enough to finish this. And yeah, I guess we'll see. I was thinking of maybe adding like some sort of like a sticker in here. I'm not sure yet. I'll look and see what I have. And if I do, then I'm going to wait for this to cure firmer so that I can put the stickers in and then top coat it. So normally I would have built it the other way, so the bottom would have been the top. But because I'm doing it this way, I think this is going to be the top. So, yeah. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to get my sticky gloves off, and we will be back for the next step. Alrighty, guys. So, my resin is just about done debubbling, and I'm gonna keep it plain. Until I demold it, I won't know what it actually is gonna look like, so I don't want to add anything to it until I know, what it's gonna look like, because I can always buy more of these pearls. So I do have to top these off. See, as you can see, they settled, which is what I was hoping they would do instead of popping out. These ones, yeah, it's barely over, so I'm thinking if I dome it, I might be okay. And then we're going to finish filling this and this. And then, obviously, this. So I ended up mixing up 4 ounces because I really don't know how much this is going to take. So I mixed it, and I did put some crushed crystal in here. And there's still a little bit. I maybe could have done like another minute on the debubbler, but we're just gonna pour. So it is firm, so we're just gonna finish filling this up. And I'm hoping I have enough to do my other little pieces too. If not, I will definitely have to mix some more up, but I think I'm gonna make it. And I do want to have this somewhat domed. Yeah, so that literally took 2 ounces. Yeah, we're gonna put a little bit more in. So I'm thinking 3 ounces. And let me get down. All right, so I think that is good. But this way here, we're still gonna see the pearls. And when I take it out, if we see the pearls on the other side, even better. So let's just top these 2 off. And I think this one, we're going to end up having a clear spot down towards the front is my fear. All right, so we've got maybe a 1/2 ounce left. I am going to mix up all right, let's see. We'll just, because I know we don't need much for those 2, and we'll just I'm just going to put this in. I was going to just pour them clear, but I'm like, nah. Oh. Oh. Did you see what I just did? Grab a paper towel. Oh, got it out. Holy smokes. Okay. Yeah, that's why we gotta be careful with our color. All right, so let me just get this mixed. I mean, this blue is just, oh my gosh, it is so pretty. All right. Well, I guess. All right, I'm just gonna dome that and dome this. And we've got a little bit left. And I don't believe we have enough to make another lighter, but let's try it. Let's just try. All right. Just gonna slide these little guys back. So I can pour that so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I was right. Crap. All right, so I guess what I'm gonna do is I will just mix up another ½ ounce off camera and I'll get this poured. And the one thing that I have discovered is once these come out, I need to put a little tiny bit of resin on the inside to shorten that distance a little bit. So yeah, so I will just mix up another ½ ounce. I'll get that poured and then we will be back to demold everything. Alrighty, guys. Oh, let me just spray some bubbles. Alrighty, guys, I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. These are all cured. This is the little shell set. And all I gotta do is put the flat back bail and the earring thingies on there. You've seen that a billion times, so we're just gonna get on to the good stuff. Let me see how the lighter came out. And I know from previous, we've definitely gotta get some alcohol down in here. The only thing is when you spray alcohol on this, it gets on the outside and then you can't like smush it around. So this is the next afternoon from when I did these. So these should be much firmer today than they were the other day. There we go. My goodness. So the one thing that I did realize when I made the first few is I'm gonna have to pour like a few milliliters of resin into the bottom of the lighter case, because the lighter goes in a little bit too far. But look at that. That came out so good. And this fits a regular size Bic lighter. So that's one of the extras. All right. Let's get these. Let me move these here. We'll do that last. So let's get these out. And I'm sure these are going to need some alcohol down in there as well, because that just kind of, try to tip it so when I hold it closer to myself, you can see what I'm doing. Do a little trimming to do on the top of this. Come on. Squeeze out of there. All right, so it's pretty. It's not what I was hoping. But, I mean, it is still pretty and it will match. I'm so glad that I got these new trimmers. They actually work better than my old ones that I had. The old ones I had were just like a cuticle cutter. All right. And then this is gonna go on here. But I don't like this shape. Why is this shape odd? All right, let's try the round one. I don't like the way that sets on the base. And because I did top these off with a clear resin, I did get a little overage, but that's fine. I'm just going to get underneath here to get some alcohol in here. There we go. Some more alcohol. There we go. My goodness. So this one, the pearls actually show up a little bit more. So I'm just going to trim right close to the circle. It's been almost 24 hours, but it's still, these little bits are still real soft. So, and I did, I went to the local Dollar General, hoping to find some wine glasses there, and I didn't, but I did, get some 5-minute epoxy. So that's what we're going to use to affix this to the base, because I think that will just work the best. So that is very pretty. Okay. We'll get the other two out. We're going to use this one. And we'll just get these ones out. So that is just the blue. Let me, and there we go. So that is the blue with the sparkly. And this is the one that we're going to use. So the pearls do show up. And that is the lighter, so you can see that crushed crystal even through there. All right, let's get this one out. Oh, this one's kind of a cool shape. I didn't realize that the top was flat on this one. So that'll actually even be a pretty one. Oh, the round one. All right, so I'm gonna put those there and clean this up. And let's see. So I did end up, I had to go with my oldest son today. He's going to be having all his teeth out at the end of May. And I stopped at this. We have a, it's like a, I don't even know what it's, they just have like a little bit of everything. And they ended up having the wine glasses. So yeah, I guess either way is going to be beautiful because the pearls do still show. I don't know which side I like better. And of course, like a dummy, I forgot to bring down a bottle. Oh, well, let's see if we can, if the glasses fit. Because I have had a few people say that they've had these and the glasses did not fit. All right, so now I see what they are talking about. So that's why. So I have seen some videos where they have this pried open with something. I mean, it's going to be cute, you know, once they're in there. I don't. And I don't think, I mean, there's really no overage, so. And I don't want to force it in there. So what I'll probably do is set it on the heat mat, and when it gets bendy, I'm gonna put something in here. I gotta figure out what though. So if I did a stick, you know, and prop that in the middle there, I think that would open it up enough. It just needs a little tiny bit. So yeah, let me just pop, I'm gonna turn my heat mat on right now while I'm gluing the backs on. And I'm just gonna put it on high for a minute and let it get warm. All right, so while we're doing that, I'll put the glass back. And so I found some sea glass at the Dollar General. So I got 2 containers, so we can put these in something down the road. And I got the 5-minute epoxy Gorilla Glue. I did buy some hooks for that keychain thing. I also bought some lashes, so now I can put lashes on my critters, because everybody keeps saying put lashes. Well, I didn't have no lashes. And then I did get 2 more lights. So yeah. And as soon as I get more silicone, I just bought 3 new things that I want to mold, so hopefully I get some pretty soon. And all right, I should probably read the directions, right? I've never used this stuff. Let's see. Okay, prepare work area, make sure it's ventilated. Remove the plastic stick from the middle plunger with the packaging point upward. So I guess this. So I'm assuming that you have to break that. All right, remove plastic stick from the middle of the plunger. With packaging pointing upward, remove the closure from the 2 syringes. Push the plunger dispense. Mixer. After application storage. To close, slightly pull back the plunger, wipe the tip clean with a cloth, and cap tightly. Well, how do you cap it? If there's, oh, I guess that's the cap. All right, so we're gonna break that off. Oop. All right, that's why it says doing it upward. And I'll just wipe that. And move some stuff out of my way. And pull that back a little bit so I can finish trimming these. All right, so this one's going to be easy because it's going to stand up on its own, but I need something for the other ones to sit in. Well, oh, all right, we have this. That might work. For that one, this one will be fine. This one I think will be fine. And I'm not gonna fix this one to it. I mean, it looks okay, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna round the bottom of this edge with my Dremel later on. So we will get these three done. And I guess we'll use this. So we just squirt out equal amounts. I can't get the other side to come out. There we go. You gotta waste half of one to get the other one to come out. Pull that back. And I'm just gonna put that over it so I'm not getting my fingers stuck in there. All right, so now and put that on like that. All right. Goodness gracious, why must things be so difficult? So then we're just gonna mix this up. And I am gonna move these back. I'm gonna flip the camera so you can see what I'm doing here. Phew, this stuff stinks. So I might have used too much. As I said, I've never used this before, so and I can feel it already starting to get, you know, somewhat tacky. I'm gonna get a micro brush and just go around the edge. Pull out a couple just in case. All right, so let me see. Oh, shut this off. And let's see. All right, so I've got the sticks that I'm just prying the sides. So it's just opening it just a little bit more. So yeah, whenever you have anything that isn't fitting and it has something like this, you can heat it up with a heat gun or whatever, and then put something in there that you can stretch it. Now see how that fits right on there now? Oh, let me move my camera here. And that's how that will look. Let me unzoom. So that's how it would look. And then, of course, your bottle would be in here. And I'm just going to put the glass there so it will cool and harden with something in there, so that it will stay. Well, actually, I'm going to put the sticks back in. That's the wrong stick. All right. So that's getting nice and firm. I just figured the 5-minute epoxy for stuff like this, I think, is going to be a better option. And then we know that it's, you know, in there tight and secure. So yeah, so that is our video for today. I'm going to let this completely cool off, and then I will go grab a bottle of booze or whatever to fit through here, and I'll get you some final pictures at the end. Alrighty, guys. So don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. It helps my channel. It helps me grow. And if anybody wants to email me something, I do have that all in the description box. I have a link to buy me a coffee. Everything that I make off my channel goes back into my channel, because without your kind support, I wouldn't be able to be making videos every day, especially. So, and then I do have an Amazon wish list, and yeah, all kinds of good stuff. And I do have a private Facebook group that I've just started, so we're building that up. And if you want to join, just answer the 3 questions and I will approve it, and then you're in, and we can share all of our projects together. Alrighty, guys, I will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.